that. Hey everybody, it's Dan from the Outdoor Trade Show Network. It's Wednesday night. It's June 12th of 2019, and we're doing trending news on Facebook instead of YouTube. But I've got my friend John Bette here of Stealth Tackle, and we got a lot of good stuff to talk about. John is on the cover of the June-July issue of Musky Hunter magazine. So you're on the cover of the Musky Hunter magazine. So we're going to talk tonight about what you got going as far as specials and what you got Stealth Tackle has going with your leaders and stuff. And then we're going to talk about our friends that own Musky Hunter and what's going on there, how things have changed. And we're going to talk about some musky. We're going to talk about all kinds of goodies. So if anybody's got questions or anybody has any other concerns, we are going to talk tonight Stealth Tackle, High Seas, Musky Hunter, and a couple of tournaments. So, John, take it away. Well, explain to everybody.
Yeah, basically, the June-July issue of Musky Hunter magazine is basically the Stealth Tackle High Seas edition. We're pretty excited about it. When Tony Grant and Greg Thomas took it over back last year, they told me about it. They told me what they were going to do, how they were going to kind of give it a facelift a little bit and involve sponsors in it. And you know, I pretty much stopped them halfway through and said I'm in. I mean, it's something that I think is pretty cool. Just having the cover, you know, our name on the cover itself is really cool. And then there's a nice write-up on the inside that Steve Heidi did, interviewing myself and the guys over at High Seas. So we got that in there, explaining about our companies a little bit to get people familiar with them. So it's just, it's really cool what they're doing, you know, on the cover. We've got our leader with the High Seas light on there. We get our logo on there. Came out really nice. Probably something I'm going to frame and hang up in my office.
It's nice. It's nice. I haven't had a chance to read the articles yet. I will.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about some changes that have gone on. A couple of friends of ours, Tony Grant and Greg Thomas, now own Musky Hunter magazine. And one thing I like that I saw is you still have the moons. I used to buy it every year, and I used to throw the magazine in the boat. So that was the one place you could get your moon phases.
We still have the Joe Bucher
the Joe
moon
Bucher
calendar, saved the way it's always been.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a lot of the old mixed in with a lot of the new.
Right.
Which, you know, it's good. They just did a lot of different things with it. They've brought in some new writers. I think they're running over 20 different writers. It's more, they've gone to more columns than articles to fit more information in there. Angler spotlights of guys that are maybe some tournament anglers that got some info to get out there to people, you know, to give people some different vantage points and stuff. I think this month the featured angler spotlight is Kevin Nash.
Nice. So Kevin's a nice guy.
Yep. Just a lot of different things that they've done with it. Matt Heggie up at Eagle River does a reel breakdown every issue.
Matt's the best.
You know, explaining different types of reels, how to clean them, how to maintain them, different things you need to know. I do a terminal tackle column every issue, trying to break down different things or give people different things to look at or be aware of with their terminal tackle. Things like that. They've got a bait builder section where they're interviewing some of the basement guys, are getting a little bit of exposure. I heard that.
I heard that was
things
coming.
like that. There's a women's section, so you've got a women's perspective. I mean, there's more and more women that are getting involved in the sport now as it gets more and more popular. So you've got a women's section in here, fly fishing. You've also got, which is pretty cool, a youth angler. There's going to be an article every issue it's going to feature a youth writer. This month is Hudson Files. Hudson fishes out at the Indiana Classic with us every year.
I don't know him.
But anyway, just different vantage points that
Very
exposing
nice.
You know, different people to writing and different
very nice.
Different doors are opening for people and just a nice facelift to it. But one of the coolest things about the new Musky Hunter is got a centerfold now.
Well, you had showed me that, and that I really like.
Yeah, the centerfold is basically a makeup, if I can get to it here, is basically...
You'll find it. Don't worry. Whenever you're trying to find something you can't find it. It always works that way.
So, aside from all the articles, here we go.
There you go.
It falls right open. So, each issue is going to have a different body of water that they are going to break down with various guides. This issue happens to be the Chippewa flowage. So you've got a map that you could pull out of the center of the magazine, take with you in the boat if you're going to the Chippewa flowage. And then you've got a write-up from 3 of the area writers, who all 3 of them are no slouches to that area. You got Pete Rich, you got Steve Jensen, and Ty Sennett. So,
oh boy, you got the 3 big dogs from the Chippewa flowage.
Giving you a little bit of information on,
throw Genson in there, but it's right. Genson's talking to Pete all the time, so it's
right.
It's the same thing.
And you got a lake map to help you out. So just a lot of nice features to it. That tournament information is going to be in there, and current of upcoming tournaments, clubs, what they've got going on. So there's going to be more up-to-date stuff. There's also a new section of regions, so it's regional stuff, whereas it's not just Minnesota and Wisconsin based anymore. You've got the Midwest. You've got, it breaks down into regional areas. You
got Canada?
Yeah,
you got Canada.
You got the Midwest, Ontario, the East, the South, and then even out in the West. And as you know, that's a growing popularity with the musky waters out west now. So
they've introduced them and they've done well. I've heard they grow
so
well.
So now you've got information from all these different areas. So it's going to expose more people to our industry, which is really great. So one of the things that we're doing with the with having the cover issue this month is we're running a special on our website. So we are offering a leader pack where you get a pack of fluorocarbon leaders, a pack of solid wire leaders, and a stranded wire leader. And we're running that all on special along with a decal, and that's at a special promo price of $22 that we're running that for.
Where do they go to find that, John? Do we go
stealthtackle.net?
So we go right there. We go stealthtackle.net.
Right.
And that's your number there. Go there, and that is there a coupon in the magazine?
Nope. It's right on the front page of our website. You click on the cover of the magazine, and it takes you right to it. That's going to be on special through July 15th, I believe. Okay. That's the duration of the magazine running. We also have various retailers that are going to be running 10% off specials on our popular 130-pound fluorocarbon leaders.
Nice.
So take advantage of that. Go to your favorite retailer and ask them if they're running those on special. I know Musky Tackle Online is, Thorn Brothers, Raleigh and Helen's.
That's the Musky Shop. Raleigh and Helen's is the Musky Shop.
Outdoors.
Team Rhino.
Yeah, they're and a few others. They're all going to be running these specials throughout the month of June. So we got a lot going on as far as trying to get exposure and getting product out there to people and offering them a little discount at the same time. The magazine feature is something we're kind of proud of. It's we've been in the industry for such a long time, and so it's kind of something to kind of rewards our work.
I want to explain to people too. You're the guy that ties the leaders.
Yes, I do.
And you make a very good leader.
Thank you.
You make a very good leader.
Thank you.
I can say that for a fact. I've used them for years.
Yep.
And John makes a darn good product.
Yep, we do. We not just myself. I got a pretty good group of guys that help me out.
Okay.
And gals. I couldn't do without my wife, without her expertise in the accounting field.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
Yep.
So we can say made in USA.
Oh yes, yes, definitely. And the guys at High Seas are one of my suppliers, which is how I got hooked up with High Seas through. They're also a division of American Fishing Wire.
Right.
Makes my wire, the High Seas fluorocarbon, and that's how I got turned on to their braided lines and their monofilaments, and they're just, great company to work with. Very high quality products.
Yeah.
Very little issues with it. My problems are minimal, which is good with any other product.
Because
that's
you do
what
a good job. You do a good job at the start.
If you're putting junk out there, it's just going to give you headaches down the road.
Yes.
So
Yes.
But so that's what we got going on for our special for the feature of the magazine.
I'm impressed.
And if anybody's got any questions,
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I'm impressed. Musky Hunter. Tony, Greg, you guys done a good job. And
there.
Steve, there's a really good group of people.
Oh, yeah.
That are tied up with that with the Musky Hunter, Musky Hunter magazine, the show, everything that has to do with Musky Hunter. It's a really good group.
Yeah, Steve's still on board with as the managing editor, and he makes us all look smart when he takes the stuff that we send him and go.
Steve's a nice guy.
And he's got to try to figure out what we just said. So he gets it all put together and makes us all look intelligent. So.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
But,
where else are we going? We got a couple tournaments we're going to talk about here.
Yeah, I do. I'm involved with a couple of them. The first one that kicks off.
Which one are we starting with?
We
going to that one?
Yeah, Musky Mayhem National Championship. It's a virtual national championship. You guys could sign up online, or not even online. You could do it through an app. You got to download the Fish Donkey app on your device. And then it's all done virtually. There's weekly tournaments. It runs from July 1st through September 30th, and they're going to have weekly prizes. It costs you $20 a person to enter, and the only catch is you got to use a Mayhem product to register. If you're caught on a Mayhem product, you can register your fish.
Okay.
But they're going to do drawings every week. There's prizes that are it's going to run. So it's not just one long tournament where one person's going to wind up winning at the end of this thing. It's pretty much throughout the whole season. So everybody's going to have a chance to win, whether you're as long as you're signed up and registered. They're going to be doing drawings. Say if you're going on vacation and you know you're going to have a good trip with a lot of muskies, get on board with it. All you do is you take your picture, your video, you upload it, and everything goes in automatically. So
when you were explaining this, I was like, it's
really cool. So MuskyMayhemTackle.com has all the info on that, and it's through the Fish Donkey app, which you could get either through your Apple device or your Android device.
Right.
either one you could go into, however.
Go into your app store
right.
and download
Right. So that's the one thing that's kicking off. They did it last year and it went over really good. So they're doing it again this year. So
nice. And the technology is what boggles me. And this is just the beginning of what guys are going to be able to do.
I think you're going to see a lot of tournaments starting to go this direction now. And it's what's good about it is that it's good for our fishery, because now you don't have to wait for a judge boat. You get a picture of that fish on a bump board. You get it back in the water, you let it go, and then you send it in, and they got all the verification they need right there. So I think that's a good thing to help our resource. So
the muskie people, the muskie community has done a very good job on taking care of their product, which is the fish. And I'd like to see the others follow some of the examples that the muskie guys do, but it's really a big deal to take care of that fish. And get it back in the water. And get them back to their natural environment.
We've come such a long way with how we've handled these fish, how we've gotten to the point where the nets have become better, the release tools have become better. We're using bump boards now to lay the fish on instead of the metal bottom of your boat or the
best
hook
thing
cutters.
When guys started doing that, they got the hook cutter in there, and you got them deep, and you got some problems going on. Don't hurt that fish. Cut those hooks.
And even going a step further with the live bait fishing. With the evolution of the quick strike rig now,
they're not swallowing the hooks.
And so it's really we're really doing a good job as musky fishermen amongst ourselves to do a good job to make the fishery a better place. And we just got to educate.
Take care of the fish.
Take care of the fish.
It's a resource. Take care of it. It's a resource. Take care of it.
Exactly.
So what's our next? We got
the other one I'm involved with is the Body Bait Muskie Slam up on Lake St. Clair.
So there we go.
That is July 27th and 28th. Doing this one from memory. So
July 26th and 28th.
26 is registration. 27, 28.
Do you have to be there for registration?
You have to register.
You have to be there.
You can get a hold of Dave Lagman through Facebook, or get a hold of me, and I can get you with the right people. It's $125.
Or get a hold of us here too.
Sure.
I'll get with you, and we'll take care of people.
$125 per angler. It's a per angler tournament. So if you want to put 4 guys in your boat and go out and sling baits. And then you decide amongst ourselves, hey, if you win it, we're in the boat together, we're going to split this up. That's up to, so.
Okay, the only question I have on that tournament is, are they going to be able to troll? Because that's the big thing that those guys do on Lake St.
It's
Clair.
predominantly a casting tournament, and that's why it was created, was because I think you could still troll. It was...
I know that's the big thing with
by
guys
design,
over there.
yeah. There's so many trolling tournaments. There's the Musky Bash the week before this that's going on, which is huge.
But you're going to have guys, that's why I'm asking.
There really wasn't anything tailored to the casters over there. So these guys from the Muskies Inc. chapter over there got this thing started, and they're working with the DNR to raise money to do different things over there. So the money's going to go to a good cause. There's cash payouts, prizes. So it's growing. I think this is the second or third year they're going to be doing it, and it's going to start growing.
Okay,
so it's
nice. Bondi baits are nice.
Yep.
I can't.
Bondi's the title sponsor of that. It's turning out to be a pretty big tournament over there. And as you know, there's a lot of fish caught out of Lake St. Clair. So the odds of putting fish in the boat that weekend are probably pretty good. So
I don't know how true it is. I've heard guys say that they're trolling. They'll catch 20 muskies in a day over there, trolling.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No,
crazy.
it's happening. It's happening. It's quite the fishery. It's an amazing fishery. It's the thing that really blows me away about that fishery is that it's a self-sustaining fishery. There's no there's
run
no
up that
stocking.
Detroit River and spawn.
Same thing with the walleye fishery. There is amazing.
And the perch.
Yeah,
I've been told the perch are phenomenal.
Smallmouth bass, everything over there, and it's all self-sustaining. Which is, if you really think about that, how much we dump into all these muskie programs from a stocking standpoint. These guys have it all going on, and it's natural reproduction.
Look at the resource. They're in between two Great Lakes.
Right. Yeah.
So, and they sit there. It's a phenomenal resource. It's a phenomenal place to go. Everything about it is really something.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much what I got going on.
You've done well. You covered a lot. You covered a lot of stuff.
Like I said, we're really excited about the magazine feature this month. It's been a lot of fun. I've been advertising with Musky Hunter since I started, so get more involved with those guys. And they're doing a really great job with what they've been doing with it. So if you haven't subscribed in a while, pick one up on the newsstand and take a look at it. You'll definitely be pleasantly surprised with some of the changes that they've made in there. It's definitely going in the right direction. So
I don't know if I'm out of place in saying this or not. They've listened to people.
Yeah.
They have listened to people of what they're looking for and what they would like to see in the Musky Hunter magazine, and they made the changes.
And there's a lot of people out east that things didn't really apply to that were going on up here in the upper Midwest. So, they listened to those guys. They said, hey, we want to see some features from guys out that way. And they've done it. They've got guys writing from all over the country and up in Canada. And anywhere there's muskies really there's going to be articles featured in there. So
and a good group. There's a good bunch of people.
Definitely. So,
do we get all our bases covered, John?
I think so.
Let's go. You got your special. We don't want to forget about the
$22 through.
So let's do this. We're gonna go to stealthtackle.net.
You get a pack of fluorocarbon leaders, a pack of steel solid wire leaders, and a stranded wire leader, and a decal. And what the purpose of that whole package is to give you it's kind of a sampler pack where you get a little bit of everything.
Oh, okay.
Great for somebody just getting into it, trying to figure out what they're going to want to use, what they're going to be most comfortable with. So some guys, don't like fluorocarbon. So they want to use steel or stranded wire. So, it's a little bit of everything, kind of a variety pack, and we put a really, really good special price on it to kind of entice people to give it a try. So,
nice.
We're really excited about that as well. Okay. So, and those have been going really good. We've had that up since the magazine released back at the middle of May, and
nice.
They've been going good, and don't have to worry about running out because we keep making them every day. So, We don't. Everything's always in stock because we're always making it.
I know you're very accessible. If there is a problem or if there's any
if anybody's got any questions or anything like that,
get a hold of John.
Get a hold of me. I'm happy to help you out any way I can. So,
or definitely. Get a hold of me and I'll make sure that
wake me up.
We do the best. We're gonna always try to do the best we can.
Right.
So with that, we're gonna call it a night.
We can call it a night.
You got a whole bunch of places you got to go.
I got to go all over the place.
With that, I want to say thank you, everybody. And I also want to do my pitch, which is this. If you've got a product or service that has to do with the outdoors and you would like us to talk about what you're doing, what you got going on, that's why I'm doing this. I want to do this for everybody. I enjoy doing this. Get a hold of us here at the Outdoor Trade Show Network, and we'll help you out. I'm learning. It's great for me because I'm learning myself.
And so I could tell you too, a lot of guys out there, if you're thinking about it, give Daddy a call. It's helped me with my product. I mean, you can't have enough exposure. So,
I enjoy doing this. So to me, it's like, oh wow,
right.
I get to talk to John. I get to do some nice things.
Yep.
So with that, are we gonna say goodnight?
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks a lot.